It's WG, bring you SMB, and the following will be a high-speed breakdown of the full summer update as well as what you can do right now to prepare for the upcoming summer update, because there is some things that you can do now that will help you later down the line. So let's go one by one. Anything we already know we can skip about. So new story event, you have to think Dalcarlo event, Lamia event, same thing, same shenanigans. Again, different names. So IL coins are the currency you use in the shop, sunscreen is the extra entries you can buy, and the vessel bonuses are actually quite generous because Starlight, Aiona, Dalcarlo, Bella, Johnson and Amy, Van Helsing, Jinx, Selena, most of us will probably be able to get a 100% bonus even without the two featured characters. So that is quite nice, but then we have the major rewards in the you get Vestiges of Love, Soothing Embrace, the Jinxed Selena. So Jinxed Selena is the SR character that we get for free upon login. So once you beat stage 12, you get a shard. You don't get the character, you get the upgrade shard for the siphoning, as well as when you beat 112 on Nightmare, you get the siphon shard. Important here is you get Selena after 5 days of login. So no matter how fast you clear this, you're only going to be able to use your extra shards on your Selena on day 5, so that's going to be the 22nd. So yeah, here we see that the first part is going to be from the 17th, and then the second part is going to unlock from the 24th, and it's going to be important for you to not use your sunscreen before we get the Nightmare mode on the 31st, otherwise you're going to be wasting your resources. Limited time exploration, Coastal Adventure. It is pretty much just a daily thing to get more coins and more rewards, and also because we have multiple sources of these coins, it stands to reason that the limited time event shop right here actually includes more than the usual events or the usual 2 that we had, but that remains to be seen. Cosmic Singularity is going to be your daily entry, the same vein of every event, and you see we get Soothing Embrace and Perfect Shard, so everything stays the same. This is the Simon we briefly talked about with day 5 giving you the SR Vessel. This is a mini game in which you can just whack-a-mole, but it is pretty self-explanatory. Chapter 16 and 17 are added, currently highest chapter 15-8, required BP for 15-8, 92,800, so it's something out of reach for us for quite a while. Clan Hunt. Now this is already where it starts to get important. Requirements: join any clan to participate, and it starts, if we look at the time, it starts on the 19th, 8 hours after the daily reset. So what that means is on the 19th you can log in, and then you have a 8-hour period in which you can still try and find a clan, because once you join a clan and the 19th and the 8-hour period after the reset happens, you cannot leave the clan anymore. You cannot leave the clan anymore, and that is why if you are still looking for a clan, we have 2 ways for you. Number 1, you join the Discord down below and you hop into the clan search tag, where we have 5 guilds and the potential to make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on how many you need, so that you all can join together into these clan bosses and you can actually enjoy this. And the reason for that is because currently there's no clan chat. It also didn't mention a clan chat appearing. So that is why we'll have a dedicated clan chat for each of the clans in the Discord, so you can communicate with each other. But why would that be relevant? That is because if you look at the gameplay, fight alongside your clan members to challenge 5 bosses simultaneously. Difficulty increases at specific rounds and testing your coordination and strength. This important part, coordination. How are you meant to coordinate if there's no clan chat, no guild chat? So if you want to be best prepared, even if you yourself have a clan but you are lacking for dedicated members, we'll also have a outside/other clan chat in which you can advertise your own clan and search for more members and find more like-minded people. And that is because each member has 3 hunting attempts per day, and you have to allocate the blood power of these members wisely, which makes sense in that your highest and your biggest hitters in your clan are meant to attack the higher bosses. If they only attack the earlier ones, you might lose out. But why is this all relevant at the end of the day anyway? That is because you obviously receive rewards for defeating bosses, but there will also be final rewards based on the clan ranking. So you really want to make sure that you get the best people in your clan, specifically people around your power level, so that not only are you not leeching, but you're also not getting left out because you have a bunch of not as active players or whatever around you, if you want to play this in a more competitive sense. So the major rewards, this is very important, you obtain clan crests, right? You obtain these clan crests so you can then use them to get more artifacts, but this is really nice here. Receive up to Meat of Rebirth. Now, what is the Meat of Rebirth? So, the Meat of Rebirth is the currency you use to earn yourself these copies of Cyrene. If you're wondering why is there a Joanne, why is there a Lamine, that is because there were some speculations going around based on the border look of the character Cyrene, that she was supposed to be an ancestor, but I looked into it, I checked it out, and the animations for an SSR as well as an ancestor, in my opinion, look the same. There is no extra tell that this is going to be an ancestor. If this ends up being an ancestor, that is even better, and I wouldn't mind it, right? But yeah, Meat of Rebirth, you see how this is like the currency you can earn, and then you can use the currency, you can pour it in, and if you fully fill the cup, you're guaranteed to get yourself a Cyrene, and then you can work towards more copies. Now here's the important part. The higher your clan ranks in the total rankings, the higher your meat gain based on ranking, and the higher your meat gain, the more copies of Cyrene you will be able to work towards. So if you're interested in collecting more characters, if you're interested in potentially making Cyrene as strong as possible, ranking highly in a clan is highly advised. But once again, if you want to play this game to a casual degree or just to a more casual sense, that is absolutely fine, and I'm totally with you on that one. But if you have a more competitive streak or whatever, then obviously you want to know that this is a thing. So this is the Ancestral World, we just briefly went through it already, and then next up we have the Prophecy. Prophecy, once again, solo mode, no real way for you to prepare or anything the like, as well as also them adding a additional boss into Restless Spirit 2. Restless Spirit 2 requires you to beat 15-8, so depending on how generous the summer event is, some of us might make it to 15-8 before the end of the event. But it also confirms that the highest current available tier is tier 9 gear with faction bonus. So tier 9 gear, red gear with a maximum level of 5 that can give up to 30% based extra stats based on matching stats, right? And it's called Holy Armor. Infinite Abyss will get floors 51 to 100, so if you were stuck on Infinite Abyss already because of time concerns, you get more stages. For most of us, it won't be as relevant, but having more stages means more rewards. Then the extra rewards period is once again referring to a higher yield of the Tomb of the Fallen, and this time also the Time-Worn Mausoleum, so double drops for both events starting from the 2nd, which means you have around a half a month to push this as far as possible and hopefully either make it to 12-8 or push 12-8 to Fragment 9, or maybe even make it to 15-8 until this event happens, but it is not a super crazy priority. Then also we have the Path of the Blooming Lotus, accumulating sign-ins to claim skin Hati. If you haven't seen the Hati skin yet, this is the Hati skin, the Midnight Lotus. It will be animated and also should look like this in your gallery. It is a beautiful piece of art. The Hati skin you just saw is going to be completely free and available upon your 10th login, which makes it the 4th of August because it starts on the 24th. Then we have the limited period for another hero, which is going to be Lorelei. The only thing we know, or better said, this is first off Lorelei, and then we also have the fleeting Bella. The only thing we know about Lorelei is her abilities, not her multipliers, not her kit, but we will have a stream tomorrow in exactly from the time of this release around 26 hours where we'll have the very first hand-on information on this on the character itself, as well as the potential ability multipliers. And then now for the fleeting Bella, the only thing we know currently is that she is an enchanter. Could be a buffer, could be a debuffer, could be a healer. Then we have the permanent additions for Dalcarlo, which is the reason why you also don't want to summon for Lamia and Dalcarlo. From the 17th onward, they will be added to every single source of where you can get them, as well as also importantly enough for the Echo Shop. Right? So if you saved your Echo Shop currency, you can get extra ones. Now this might be pretty interesting for some of you, and that is the outfits that arrive starting from the 17th as well as yeah, starting from the 17th, so let me actually show them to you. So these are the skins talked about in the patch notes. We don't have any price points yet, but it is for two very, very popular and very desired characters. So number one is it's called the Bandits Pass. So it's the same thing as like a boon from afar. You buy it, you level up, and then at the end of the day, or at the end of the reward, you get a Dalcarlo. And then we have the Summertime Starry-Eyed Aiona, in which you can buy her as a separate pack. We don't know the price points again, but these are the skins and they are pieces of work. I will also be buying those skins and giving you a skin showcase to check if there's potentially new ult animations, if they how they look in game, potential voice line changes to see if they are your money's worth. So this is the premium attire for Agares, which is a normal Agares reskin, which is a boon from afar, right? The monthly pass. Then we have the bandits boon we talked about, and then some extra limited offers, but that's already it. And yeah, that's been it. And as always, we see each other in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.